Do I have volume? Good morning. Hi, Stitchy. Can you hear me? I see a heart. Yay or nay? Okay, good. Thank you, ma'am. How are you? Do I have a TV remote? Where did you... Oh, there's the remote. Hi, Paul. Good morning. Honestly, not good. What's going on, Stitchy? All right, let me look. Sarah said, good morning. Cat and Jack family, see you tomorrow. Have to clean up and get ready for an appointment. All right, Sarah. She left that before we started, it looks like. Oh, no, there she is. She said, hey, Paul, you are still here. Paul says, I hope you're all well. I am. I hope you are all too, except for poor Stitchy. What's going on? Went with Mom yesterday to a doctor's appointment, and she looked at our lab results, and I have diabetes. Ah, I see. Well, the good news is there's things you can do to help yourself, and you know that. Oof. Bye, Sarah. You know, it seems to me, why is it taking you so long to get ready? Where are you going this morning? Never mind. I was like, it's awful early. I thought I was the only one who got up this early to get ready for something. All right, let's see if we can turn on. I'd like to be able to see the chat while I'm doing stuff. Jackie boy had himself a bath yesterday. He had social hour. All right, there we go. Now, let's find you guys. And I want you to pause. Yes, I just want to read chat. Good, got it. All right. Whew. Hi, Patricia. Good morning. So, Sarah, not Sarah, Stitchy, what else did they tell you? So, they gave you the diagnosis. Did they tell you anything else at that appointment? Like things you're going to have to do? Hi, Carl Shell. How are you, my friend? Good morning. Good morning, Carl. So, no medicine now, you're just monitoring your blood sugar? Carl, Paul said good morning to you. Pause. Play. Yes, I think I got it. Not really, because I started crying because I was scared. But I go back on the 24th to talk about my finger pricks. So far, they are normal. Good. I think they're still getting the idea of what her blood sugar looks like during the day before they decide on medication, Paul. Poor baby. I'm sorry. I love you. You're going to be okay. It does sound really scary, but you're going to be okay. Oh, you did get that, huh? She says, I did get that, Paul. Just haven't picked it up yet. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Carl says, I don't know if that's helpful. Your mom also takes it. Oh, Colleen here says freestyle Libre is easier. No finger pricks. Well, she's very young, and I guess she's just learning, so maybe she'll have a choice later on. Thank you for that, Colleen. Stitch says, no thanks, Carl. I need to drink water and fast so I can prick my finger in the morning. Oh, good morning, Colleen, by the way. Jack is dreaming, huh? Stitch says, nope. And Paul says, yes, hi, Colleen. Okay, contacts check. Stitchy says, you know how you have to fast before lab work? I have to fast so we have something to compare the second one to. I see. Colleen says, hello, I am new here. I have had diabetes for quite a while, so she knows something nice. It's kind of interesting that you walked in right at the right time, huh? Right when our friend Stitchy is just finding out she has diabetes. Did I miss Logan? Oh, hi, Logan. How are you, friend? You're very mellow. Are you okay? Logan, has your parents given you your medicine? And he says, just stopping by to say hi before I go to bed. Thank you for that, my friend. It was good to see you, too. Logan says, I have actually had a kid in my class with diabetes, too. Paul says, another one of those moments. Yes. I think. I'm assuming I'm talking about the same thing, but I don't know. Logan says he was one of my best friends, but then I moved. Logan says he was a really nice kid, to be honest. Well, if he was your friend, I'm sure he was a very nice kid. Paul says there are no coincidences. Okay, we were on the same track. Sometimes things get so ridiculously in sync, that it's just like unbelievable. You're just like, no, I just can't believe in this anymore. It's just overwhelming. Logan says yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm tired. Sweet dreams, Logan. We love you. Stitchy says we knew it was going to be coming eventually, just not this soon. It's in my blood, and my dad's dad had diabetes, and my mom's stepdad, my aunt, and a family friend. Well, that part's not in the blood, but well, that's kind of disappointing. That sounds like oh, I don't know what to say about all that. So say less, Cat. Logan says barely can stay awake. And bye, everyone. Bye, honey. Carl says, Julie, if you're watching, send me or Helena a message. Hi, Julie, if you're watching. Paul also says, good night, Logan. Hi, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Good morning to you. You've been hard at work this morning, I saw. All right. Come here. I'm very wheezy. It's a little uncomfortable. Colleen says, seems like more and more people diagnosed for sure. I wonder if how much of it is due to diets. Our new improved fast food, sweet, high carb, high sugar diets. And I can only speak on this because I am a victim. I was going to say I'm a victim of it. No, I am a willing participant in eating very badly. Paul says, hello to Dandaberry. And Stitch says, LOL, long story short, we knew it was coming, just threw us off guard. Colleen says, processed food, hard to avoid. It is, especially since food is so freaking expensive and cheap, no good for you food. I'm talking to you, little Debbie over there. It's cheap. Jackie, I'd like to know how you do that. Carl says you're wrong, Kat. Tell me what I'm wrong about, friend. I'm often wrong. I don't mind being called on it. Just let me know. You don't know until I know, right? Wrong. Wrong, Kat. Just wrong. Bubba. You the cutest puppy ever. Are you? How you feeling? Pooped, huh? All right. I need a break. You guys know my tripod's broken, right? Stitches, I'm gonna head out. I'm tired. All right, honey, I love you. I'm tired too. Yep. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. All right. All right. I love you, puppy. Mondays, man. Let's go. Get up. Get ready. It's going to be a light rain soon. Carl Shell, if you're watching Tina, tell Kat she is wrong. You just told me, Carl. Thank you. But what am I wrong about? You awake now? Huh? Have some feet smell. So how far did you go yesterday, Paul? And did you walk or did you ride? I mowed. Oh my gosh, did I mow? Get it, Jack. His ears have itched him ever since he came back from the groomer. I guess they cleaned him out good. Yes, I'm talking to groomer. Did you go see Kimmy? Do you love Mama's Kimmy? She do something to your ears. Oh, he's out of here. Dang it. Don't get. Oh, you're rude. Now look. No. Do you know how many holes he's putting in blankets and sheets doing that? Ooh. Ooh, I have, yeah. Ruined quite a few blankets and sheets doing that stuff. Funny. I know. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I know you're itchy, huh? You're itchy this morning. You have allergies? I'm allergic to Jack. Maybe Jack's allergic to me. It'd only be fair. You rode and 20. Nice. How was the weather? How's your weather, Carl? Yes, Carl. Oh, never mind. Carl said goodbye. Bye, Carl. It was nice yesterday. Rain all day today. Hi, Alfia. Good morning. You're up early, aren't you, ma'am? Or is it late for you? Paul, do you know Alfia? Have you met her around the streets, these YouTube streets of ours? No. You know Maxine? She cooks and roasts? Or Chef Roasts and Gags? Anyways, Alfia is her mom. And very creative in her own right. We can definitely see where her daughter gets it from. But she cooks is like my hero. You don't know she cooks and roasts? Are you kidding me? She's hilarious. She is so much fun and so creative and has so much energy. She has, instead of having just one character, she has a bunch of characters she does. And she live streams in character for hours. Um, Let me see if I can find her. She's on my page, like when I on my YouTube page where it says "Meet My Friends." She's there. But let me find her anyways. The other day, I know you don't hang out at Yogi's, but the other day, um, she was a chef and she had a spatula and she was waving the spatula around and she'd say "spank you" instead of "thank you." It was very cute. I guess I am a terrible representation of what she does, so don't take my word for it or my reenactments for it. Paul says, I thought I saw something political on there. I could have been wrong channel in mine, possibly. Which one do you think are you talking about? I don't know if Alfia stayed with us or left, but anyways, yes, Chef Roasts and Gags or She Cooks or Maxine. And then I just found out, out of the blue, I just found out about her other channel, which is her weight loss journey. I should have told Stitch about that. Yes. She cooks and roast or Chef Roast and Gag. Love her so much. I was dying laughing the other day. Where are we going with this morning? I guess there. Anything to cover up all the noises that my house is making today. Again. Paul says 5 deputies just went flying past the house. We'll have to stay in then. You can see the road from your house. I guess I would hear sirens, but I wouldn't be able to see anything that was going on at anybody else's house or any cops driving by, which I like. Yes, you could have stayed in. No. I know that's not what it was about. But anyways, let's go back. I'm not getting ready, by the way. Why? I don't know. Dragon, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. How are you? I love sparkles, by the way. They're very pretty. You can see a quarter mile in each direction. Do you sit and watch traffic? I think I would sit there and, boy, I don't know. So many things to be thinking when you're watching traffic go by your house. Hi, Sarah M. This is the weirdest bedroom ever. Are you sure? You haven't even gotten the worst of it. How about now, Sarah? Good morning. Dragon says, I'm doing okay. How are you? I'm doing okay. Okay, I'm doing really good. I fixed my lawnmower all by myself yesterday, and I mowed till I couldn't mow no more, which wasn't enough, but it's okay. I just was really proud of myself. I was covered in gasoline, OMG, before I got in the shower last night. Gasoline all over my feet. I tried to be really neat. I tried to keep it all contained. I was not perfect. It was my first time. I did the best I could, but I got my lawnmower working again. Boy, you didn't ask for all that, did you, Dragon? But you got it anyways. It's not the little Debbie you remember. This is Big Deborah. She says, good morning to you. She says they're hiding. Thank you, Paul. Dragon says, well, at least you get it to work. Just be careful next time. More careful. Yes, for sure I will. Yeah, the only problem is I had to stop mowing at a certain point because, well, never mind. Never mind. I got really lucky. That's all I can say. Got really lucky. Paul says hello to the new Sarah and hello to Dragon. Sarah seems to have been a popular name for a while there. Dragon, what have you been up to? Have you been working? Hi, Mr. Dollar City. How are you, my friend? Go back. Here. Next. Huh? Dragon says, yes, I've been working on my overnights. I'm free tonight, just having me a bite at McDonald's. Thank you for the love, Mr. Dollar City. It's good to see you. And Paul says, hello, Mr. Dollar City, with his clever ways of shortening names. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you for the star. Thank you for the sparkles. We appreciate you. It was very nice of you. We are good, Mr. Dollar City. How are you? Here, Jackie. Let's work on getting you fed this morning. So likey. You're so funny. All right, you think about it, okay? What did Jack do all day? He was at the groomers. He got to hang out with the pretty girls. It's Jack's favorite thing to do. He really didn't need a bath, but I know how much he likes to go, so it was a very expensive day to just hang out with his friends, but he was happy. Good boy. Thank you. Thank you for eating it, Jack. Daniel Kits, I didn't expect to see you. Hi, honey. I love you too. Are you playing your game with your friends? It's is his last name. I don't even know what that is or how to say it, but no. It is whatever you want it to be. Jack in the Box. Jacqueline Smith. Jack. I can't think of any other Jackies right now. Jackie Gleason. Jack. I'm stuck. Patricia says, Cat and Jack, I need to go now. I'm going to sleep. Everyone have a good night. Well, thank you for saying hello to us, Patricia. You have a sweet dreams. I hope we get to see you again. Jack Skelton, thank you. Jack and Rose. How could I forget Jack and Rose? Daniel says, Paul, how are you? I am good. I'm just relaxing. Jack Nicholson, thank you, Star VRV. And good morning. Paul says, good night, Patricia. So yeah, Jack's last name is whatever you want it to be, whatever you can think of. What other Jacks? Paul says, I'm okay. Glad you're doing okay. You're doing good. Daniel, he's all comfy. He's been comfy for a while now. He left me a message early. That's why I wasn't really expecting to see him this morning. Daniel says, I have been watching YouTube videos. Oh, okay. What's your favorite kind of YouTube videos to watch, Daniel? Oh, God. Get your honey. Get your honey. Patricia says, thank you, and you too. Bye. Bye, honey. Daniel and Paul are exchanging lots of love over there. Daniel, you're the sweetest. So is Paul. I'm gonna find a trash can, Jack. Desperate. Jack. I'm trying to think of last names for you, Jack. For some reason, but well, we know it's early in the morning. Cat's brain doesn't work early. Patricia said good night to Paul. Daniel says Paul is sweet, Miss Jackie, just like you, Daniel. Are you, oh, well, you're awake, so you might be hungry. Yes, you want some food? Do you want to eat? Mama bring you some food? Okay, deal. Okay, I got it all. I am ready. I love you, Paul. We love you. Hi, William. Good morning. Ray says sleep is for dreamers. Correct. Good morning, Ray. I'm sorry, Jack. I got distracted. Just give me a moment, sir. Daniel, thank you for all the love. How you doing, Ray? Still up in the middle of the morning. Paul says hello to William and Ray. Oh, that's cold. Goodness. Oh gosh, come back to me, friend. Here we go. Wait a minute. Ray says, why do you have an alien hanging on the wall? I know you live in the country. Is it a warning? No, that's Ghost. She's a friendly alien. She's a mantis being. And she says, hey, all. Ray says, hi, all. Daniel says, feel the love. A warning. No warning. PDX, good morning to you. Ray says that's funny. I like to imagine she might be maybe a future me, much like Bashar and Daryl. I know I'm probably making it all up, but who cares? I'm having fun with it. But maybe she is. Daniel says, love to everyone here. Thank you, Daniel. PDX says, good morning. Paul says, hello. William says, join like 10 community and homesteading groups and rideshare groups, all much to no avail. Unfortunately, at this point, I'm about to sell my soul. No such thing. Good morning. I'm sorry, William. And I love you. Alex, hey, Alex, how are you? Ray says, maybe. Yep, there's always a maybe. Paul says, hello to our friend Alex. Eduardo. OMG, Pepsi's the best. That's what the heck. Good morning, Eduardo. Alex says hello to our friend Paul. Oh, Jack, I forgot. I was going to put this down. How can you get it if I don't put it down for you? Are you interested? All right, let me know. It's going to be here waiting for you. Okay? He ate pretty good last night. I'm not expecting him to be super hungry. Ray says internet interruption and hot flash is going to go. Have a great day. Bye, Ray. I love you. Get a fan. Just, get a fan. I'm there with you, sister. Eduardo says, I'm recovering from my wisdom tooth removal. I hear some people have a real hard time with that. I never did. I'm sorry. And I'm glad you're recovering. Stephen, hello. Oh my God. Alex says Jack lives a good life. He does. Ray says, love you back. Eduardo says, yes, it's annoying. Well, I'm sorry. You don't have to stay, though. I won't make you, okay? Paul says, bye, Ray. Stephen says he's sleeping. And I want to cuddle. He makes me want to cuddle, too. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I give up. He's a good cuddler. And Paul at Artful says, hello, Stephen. How about if I put just plain chicken on top of it? Yes. Alrighty. What do you think? Can you smell them? Oh, here's some chicken. I left it on your paw, right there. Do you see it? Right here. Look. Right there. Look, right here. Are you enjoying it? Okay. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Wash my hands over that this morning. Did you get it? It's still sitting in it. Well, let me get it before you wipe it on the bed. Here. Look. I won't make you do anything you don't want to, sir. I'll just try to be tricky. William said I offered near 5 times return to someone if they would help me just get out now and still no. Yeah, you know, it's a different world, William. People may not want to pick up somebody they don't know and give them the ride, you know? Well, I don't know what answers you're getting back, but I'm just guessing. Alex says, I thought someone was coming in your window. No way. Paul needs to find a cuddling service. They're out there. Dina says, I am going. Miss Jackie, love you. And Paul and Stephen and Alex, we love you too, Daniel. Andrew says, hey, Andrew, how are you? Hi, Long John. Good morning. William says, family, and I can understand average people. Motivation says heals. Heals. What does that mean? Hey, good morning. William says, but good to see the true value of family only mattered when they could take from me. Hi, Micah, right? I wish you would tell me if you were my old friend. What happened to my girlfriend? Well, she's always where she's at. You know, she's never far, Micah. Come on. So tight. Move. There she is. She hasn't gone far. Alex says, huh? Motivation says, do you have high heels? No. We have rubber boots around here. That's our extent of dressing up. She is not nursing her bottle today. I have taken everybody's bottles away from them. Alex says, I do have high heels. Thank you for asking. Paul says, Big Deborah has a lot of loves. She does. She gets around. What have you been up to, Alex? Anything fun? And William says, my heels are pretty average, but the best heels are the ones from bread. Long John says to William, what are you trying to get a ride for? Where are you trying to go? Jack, big sigh, huh? Paul says, bread heels are the best. Heat it up with lots of butter on it. Alex says, nothing very exciting, Kat. I was about to ask you the same question. Did you hear I fixed my lawnmower? That's the most excitement I've had going on lately. Struggles with lawnmowers and then finally fixing it. Only to have the bolt where you drain the carburetor fall out mid-mow. But it's okay. I know how to fix it. William said, I would like to go to the East Coast, preferably, if I can. And glad I am not a mod. I would have removed that one. I didn't see it. Do you? But rude. Long John says, where are you at now, William? There you go. He's in Kansas. This just isn't that kind of place, my friend, and I know you're trying to push it just to see it. There you go. Hello, I love Jesus. You're back. Welcome back. Sure. How about you? I love Jesus. Alex says the trolls have arrived. Usually it's pretty good around here. We usually don't have very many problems. But wait a minute. You hear me knocking on wood, right? Jack heard me knocking on wood. Everybody heard me knocking on wood. Knock on wood. Long John says to William, "What's going on with you, man? Why are you trying to move to the East Coast?" Hmm. Well, that's nice. There's some good people out there. I am not a Christian and I am not any denomination, my friend. Long John says, "William, but what are you trying to escape?" I Snow the squirrel. I never said I told you I do believe in Jesus. I believe in, yeah. No, I don't go to church. I told you I'm no denomination, no church. What about you? I love Jesus. You go to church? Do you go Sunday, Wednesday, Friday night? I pray all the time. Praying is just talking, putting in your requests. I think it's more important to stop and meditate and listen for the answers, or just get quiet versus talking all the time. Alex says, "Why do you care?" Well, I think this person's young, Alex. William says, "So I have some semblance of safety." Oh, yes. Hi, Bruce Lee. How are you? William says, "I believe in Jesus and God, as evidenced by his name." Also, Alex, I was a little curious to see if they were going to try to save me. That's all. I love Jesus says, "I'm Free Will Baptist and I go on Sunday mornings and nights and Wednesday nights." You know what I found? The Baptists are lacking youth groups. Youth groups on Friday night. Alex says, "I have faith, but I am not religious." No, I did the whole thing. I did the whole fundamentalist Christian um, adolescenthood. I always had a hard time with a God who would send his children to hell. Having been a mother, having being a mother, I could never see sending my own children to hell. It just didn't quite make sense. Oh, when I had my oldest daughter as a baby, I was still involved with the Catholic Church. And they told me, yes, my baby would go to hell if she was not baptized when she died. If she died early, she'd go to hell. And I was like, what kind of God would do that? Sorry, I don't want to get started. Alex says, "I was going to join Scientology, but I don't have the money." Darn. I think a lot of us has gotten there, William. We have no faith in the religion, but faith in God. Yeah. Does Scientology have a large presence in Ireland, Alex? right. Not anymore, but they tried, Cat. Okay. Long John. I love Jesus says. Okay, so that's so wrong on the cross, the thief that was next to Jesus. Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, I believe that Jesus came here to show us that there is no true death. No, but they accepted Jesus into their heart. And I also believe that you don't have to accept Jesus into your heart to be forgiven. I believe a lot differently. William says there is nothing in this life I want so badly that would make cheating anyone or myself worth it. John, I think he was joking. But thank you for trying to bring lighthearted humor to brighten the atmosphere, right? Long John says Cat used to be Scientology rehabs called Narconon all over the place. And they had headquarters in Oklahoma. Sketchy place. People died. The people trying to rehab Scientologists. Alex says Jesus was great fun. Sure, didn't he invent Easter eggs? I don't know, but he sure liked presents. Long John says actually there are still Scientology rehabs considering they never went anywhere. They have been exposed for severe fraud and people literally died. They're detoxing off of drugs or on drugs. Ooh. Right, that's exactly where we differ. I love Jesus. I don't believe that we could go to hell. I don't believe there is a hell. I believe God doesn't create anything that's not perfect. If you believe your God could make something that's not perfect, then you believe your God's not perfect. Alex says, Lon, very true. They made, they did make some TV shows, right? Some TV shows like Saving Scientology or something like that. That's smart, William. William says his dad had given him one of his credit cards and had just refused to use it, even with his permission. Even if we have the same name, I refuse to place myself where he can say I stole from him. Hi, Frenchie Frostbite. How are you, my friend? Drive by. Thanks for the drive by like. Thank you for 30 likes. We've been doing this for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Thank you, Frenchie. We love you. Alex says, Frenchie, hello. Ooh, I don't know what that means, William. Frenchie says, hello to Alex. Mm. Oh, I love Jesus. Well, listen, you're in my chat room, darling, so don't argue with me. You're allowed to have your thoughts, my friend. You can think whatever you want, and I'm allowed to think whatever I want, and that's what's great about this world. Long John says, William, yeah, I'm the same with my people. I will not take anything off them because I don't want to have to pay for it. In some way, you'll pay for it. You ever have someone lord a gift over you or say, I never asked you to? Yeah, okay, yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, I understand exactly. Somebody wants to help, but they also want to, I don't know. Yes, I know what you're talking about, William. My reasons were kind of silly, but yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Alex says facts. Thank you for dumbing it down for me, William. $31, $32 now. Alex says, have your beliefs, but never push them upon others. William said, you just credit yourself and thank you. I am much too over complex. It's a byproduct of being a descendant of chaos. I already did. Listen, I love Jesus. I've been covered. I've been a Catholic and I've been baptized. I've been a Christian and I accepted Jesus into my heart. And now I'm no longer a Christian, but I've done all the things, so I think I'm good. Thank you, my friend. Long John says, whenever I do something for my people, they say, oh, we never asked you to do that, even if they did ask me to do it. It's called gaslighting. Oh, so gaslighting isn't new. What did it used to be called? Just flat out lying? Just flat out denial? William said yes, Mom, but they pretend to not want to know or learn to be any better as a person. 33 now. Oh, I don't see 33. I am amazed at people who can gaslight. Just, I used to have a friend, somebody I worked with, but he'd do that. I don't know what you're talking about, Kat. You just explain it to me and I'll do whatever I can to help you. OMG. He drove me crazy for 4 years. And when he finally quit, he admitted to it. Jack says, get over it, Kat. I thought I was just being a bitch and complaining. But no, he admitted afterwards he was trying to make my life hell because he wanted the position. Unfortunately, by that time, there was nobody to say, see, I told you. Just had to suck it up and say, oh well. Alex's heaven. My soul is going to the Irish pub on Planet Guinness. Deny, accuse, reverse, victim, offender roles. Hey, Mayhem. How are you? Cat&Jack is doing pretty good. Thank you. He seems to be, yeah. I was questioning, but he went for a ride yesterday. He was fine. He was absolutely fine. I think his biggest thing is just medicine makes his tummy a little icky. Thank you for asking. Thank you for caring. Gaslighting is like telling someone to do something and then saying, I never said that. Yeah, similar. Yep, just saying, I never said that, or I don't know what you're talking about, or that never happened. John says, William, I deal with this acronym on a regular, so I feel your pain. Okay, so what do you think about that insight and the fact that you noticed it, William? Which is further reinforced given that I can count on one hand my entire life and apologize. My mom was the same way. I have a daughter the same way. So I had to look at myself and say, is that me? Am I noticing this about these people because I have that in me? And the answer was yes. Yep. Unfortunately, sometimes these ugly things that pop up in people around me, I notice, oh, that's something that maybe I see in myself and I don't like it, so I don't like it in the others. That it is hopeless for me to be near him. That's fair. You no longer want to sacrifice pieces of yourself. That's fair. You just got to get out of there. Do it on your own. Long John says gaslighter is a person who uses psychological manipulation to make someone else doubt their own memory, perception, sanity, or reality. Exactly. Alex says lawn, very good description. Now, let me ask you, how many people, never mind, I don't know how I want to ask what I want to ask. How many people do you think go around calling others gaslighters who are actually gaslighters themselves? Does that make sense? Yes, Long John, he'll be on it for a month. It's only been a week. But when he was, no, never mind. That was a doctor's appointment. Long John says, Alex, much appreciated it. Goyer says, I would have started walking last night, but it is supposed to storm this morning. And to be honest, I don't have much of a plan yet. Just getting out will give me a sense of safety I strongly feel needed. A sense of safety? Alex is deflecting the truth about themselves. Good question, Kat. It's a very curious world. You just never know, right? Unless you're living that life, you just never really know. or living with that person, living that life. Nobody knows you as well as the people who live with you. Right, Jackie? I'm sorry, William. Is your sister no longer in? Is your sister not able to help you? Or your mom? Alex says gaslighters are manipulators. William says no one in my family will. I just seem to remember you were really unhappy living with your mom. Am I remembering correctly? So why don't you just go to work, William? Just go to the new job. Keep the job, and everything else just kind of fall as it may. But just keep the job that you just got. Alex says routine is your best friend. Until it's not. God wants you to wake up and realize you never left him. God only wants you to be happy. He wants you to remember who you really are. All right, we got something done. Let's look for. Yep. But what happened with your mom? I just think that Long John is onto something there, and I think you've heard it before. No, I'm talking about what happened when you were staying there. Dirty Clean says, thank you for this news. You're very welcome. Many, many people come here to go to sleep. It's what we do best. We're going to make a t-shirt that says that. Come to my house and sleep. I see. That is not something you mentioned when you were going through stuff over there. Bruce Fleet says, bye, Cat. Enjoyed looking in again. We all have many friends, but some people I have not met them yet. Yes. Thank you, Bruce Fleet. We appreciate you. Remind me you're in the background a little more. Wow, that's expensive. That's a lot. But back to William and right now, what's stopping you from just going to work? If you're still at the house, you're not being pushed physically out the door, just go to the job. Like you said, all sorts of doors open up when you meet new people at a job. It's Florida though, so they have to for insurance and hurricane with a roof. It's Florida. Yeah, I was thinking about the cost of my house in comparison to that 20 grand, and I was like, I've got an old tin roof. We don't have hurricanes or anything we have to prepare for. Okay, but that's not even the point, William. What I was asking is, why don't you got the job, just go to work? Hey, Jack, you're upside down. You were going to, but still, he's going to do that whether you go to work and get a few hours reprieve from him or not, right? So why not go to work, make a few bucks if he's going to do that either way? Okay, that's what you're already saying. So you're going to just go to work and make your money and let him bitch because he's going to do it either way. I am really surprised at my lack of any kind of feeling towards the fact that you said for fuck's sake to me. I'm marveling. I understand you're going through a lot, William. Jackie Poo, hungry yet? Boy, if you don't care, I'm just going to put this all up on the TV then. Oh, wow, there it is. Play, but just mute. Yes. Okay. I don't think anybody's demanding, well, at least not here, demanding anything. I mean, you come here and you pour your heart out and people try to help you. They're not trying to demand you do anything. They're just offering suggestions. And again, I say, I feel like it's all out of love. Tom Space, how are you this morning? When will you do an outdoor dog walk stream? Well, you know what? I'm not taking Jack anywhere right now because of ticks, my friend. I think about it all the time. I'm like, boy, it would be nice to go up to the park, but I think I'm supposed to be extra careful now. I'm not sure. I should have been extra careful to begin with. How are you, Tom? Good to see you. All right. Mabel makeup has given me acne. I haven't had acne since I was a teenager. I must be reverting in age. Wishful thinking. Long John says, William, simply suggesting anything we can with what you give us, and nobody is going to rescue you. You have to be your own hero in this situation. Sometimes, Long John, that is the hardest thing. I deal with that, myself here in my own particular life situation, which is not as hard as William's, obviously. I've been through my own shit. I've come out on the other side. Thank you very much. But yeah, still, I'm like, I sit around and wallow in my crap. And then I realize, girl, ain't nobody going to do it but you. You better get up and go YouTube it. Go figure it out. There is nobody coming to help you with everything. Are you cold, Jackie? I do not know where your cape is. Long John says, I feel your pain, William. I think this is a situation where you know what will work best for you, so just keep doing it. Can't reach over there, Bubba. Alrighty. Oh, I hear Mama's tummy. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? All right. Good boy. Jack. Naughty. I have seen Selma. Selma was over at Yogi's. Lady Sky, all I will say about Lady Sky is we should pray for her. We love you, William. You take care too, my friend. All right, Jack, I'm gonna put this food up if you're not gonna eat it. I can't afford to go bad. Crazy puppy. Hello, Lois. How are you? Good morning to you. Daniel, we are good, Lois. It's Monday. Womp womp. And I think this is the flattest my hair has ever been. A week, I would die without Jack for a week. Not yesterday, but the time before that when I took him to the groomers, I had nothing to do all day. I was so lonely. Oh my gosh. What do you need a dog for, Long John? Just some love? Because that's all he's good for, you know. He surely isn't a good guard dog. Here, I'll turn the fan off, Jackie. Daniel. Lois, are you getting up in the mornings to go to yogis? Or are you just not sleeping? I mean, I'm glad to see you. Sometimes. Ah, gotcha. I like the thought of you sleeping better. Paul, what are you doing today? Biking or walking? You try to catch them in the afternoons. Yeah, I think I see you more in the afternoons. Just keep it clean. Carl. Paul says it's raining now and will rain. Oh, that's right. You told me that all day and night. So you're not going to go out at all? No, it's pouring. Dang. Testing, testing all through the night, Carl. Doctor Who What Wear says, I'm sorry, Cat, it's Monday for you. Well, thank you for your commiseration with me, but it's all right. I'm ready. Donald John says, Irish setters actually made good jogging partners, not this one. No, he probably would. He has plenty of energy, but he also adapts. Doctor Who What Wear says Jack looks so comfortable. He does. He looks a little cold. Hi, Jamie. Jack says thank you. Who do you have there on your profile photo? Your border collie, Lucy. Aw. I have a friend, Mike the Bike Dasher. He's in Florida, and he has a, gosh, what is she? You know, the wrinkly dog, and her name is Lucy. I can't think of her name. What kind of dog she is? Doctor Who What Wears says Doggy Donut. Yes. Long John says Irish setters make excellent jogging partners. I don't know about Sleepy Jack though. Sharpay, yes. Mike the Bike Dasher uh, has a Sharpay named Lucy, and I love her. Long John, I think Jack is always up for anything. Like I said, I think he just adapts. He adapts to me doing very little. But anytime I want to go, he always has the energy. Your brother has two Sharpays too. Wow. Paul, you're always the one who has the answer to the thing I'm thinking of. The song, the saying. They are, Shar-Peis are the wrinkly dogs, yes. Long John. He's like, oh yeah, Jack is a working dog, all right. Yeah, they're really wrinkly like a pug, right? I love them. I just, working in the vet's office, I found they had a lot of skin issues, obviously, because of all that wrinkly fur and wrinkly skin. Lois's border collies can make good jogging partners, I bet. Plenty of energy there. Long John, do you jog or do you just want to jog? Jamie says yes, she has the energy even though she's 13. She also will lay around with me for days if I'd rather not be active. Exactly, Jamie. That's how Jack is. Well, he's not 13, but he's always ready to go if I want to go. But you won't catch me jogging anytime. Long John says, I used to have a Boston Terrier. I went to Ocean City and came back to my dog buried in my backyard. Oh, my brother let the dog out and got hit by a car, destroyed me. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine. Lois says her big guy is like that too. It is awful, huh, Doctor Who, what, where? I'm so sorry. It's like a pet owner's worst nightmare. Lois, your big guy, what type of dog is your big guy? I know about your little ones. I can't forget them. Lois has got the best dogs ever. German Shepherd mix. I don't know what the D part is. Doctor Who, what wears asking floppy ears, Lois. She says, not last time I checked, but I'll go look in the mirror now. That's a very personal question, Doctor Who, what, where? Jamie Jack is 7. Oh, yes, a good 100 German Shepherd dog, and yes, floppy ears. Doctor Who, but where says, I meant the hound. I know, I was just teasing. We love Lois in spite of her floppy ears. Or maybe because of her floppy ears. Long Long John says, yes, I jog and run and wish I could borrow some of the neighbors' dogs that get no exercise. That's an interesting conversation. Hey, neighbor, I noticed your dogs never get any exercise. Can I help you out? Lois says, what a relief. Jack, how'd you get so little? Paul says, no running for me since the accident in 76. What happened? I've never liked running. We used to have road runners in elementary school. The coach would take us and we'd run around a couple blocks around the school together. And we're called road runners and we go out every Friday. It was just a big social thing. That was fun. Oh, it says Jack is, I think he's cold. He is. I was just noticing how little he gets. Jamie says, Long John, I actually think some people would take you up on it. Oh, right. Wow, Paul. But you can bike all day. So, which brother was it? The nicer brother or the other brother? I don't even know your brothers. I'm demonizing one and not the other. Where does that come from? I don't know. Alice says, so sorry to hear that, Paul. He says, yes, the older one. Okay. I can only imagine how, I mean, you have to live with it, but being it was an accident, that's got to be something that weighs on his mind too. Very, very unfortunate. Paul says, it's all good, Lois. Lois is glad to hear that, Paul. Paul says, I never held it against him. It was an accident. No, I didn't think you ever would either. I know. If that had been me, it would be in the back of my mind just thinking how badly I feel about it forever. Paul says he felt horrible. I can imagine. And he was a kid too, right? That had to have been traumatizing for him also. 16. Yeah, wow. Paul, you've really been through it, man. Lois says that had to have been a hard accident on your family. And also, like, must have been like a real, wow, how lucky, and just a real life affirming kind of incident, too. And Lois says, yes, I believe you are right. Well, I just looked at my clock. It is after 5 o'clock. How fast time flies sometimes. Oh, look at me go. Yes. Paul says, funny how my mom called me right before it happened, or both left, would have been gone. Both legs would have been gone. Really? Hmm. Well, as unlucky as that whole situation was, you were awful freaking lucky. What a wild world we live in. I am very thankful that you are here, Paul. And you, Lois. And everybody else in the background. Good morning. I hope you have a great day. I love you. I love you. I love you, Easy. Home cooking. It's good to see you, my friend. We're saying goodbye. I hope you guys have a great day. I am bound and determined to have a great day at work. Let's go do it. See you later, guys. Bye.